Big J on a Monday. What's up? Welcome to the show. Live. Beautiful time. I'm happy to be here. Chopping it up. Lunchtime live, episode 214, I believe, which is kind of madness to me. Had 214 episodes of this damn thing. That's crazy. I hope everybody's doing good, though. Welcome to the show. Starting the week off right now. It's a Vegas card week, but I actually think there's some good matchups. I'm excited to see what happens with some of these cool prelims. There's some dope fights. You guys know I was locked in. I did the prediction video yesterday. Dropped it late last night. Really, I think I dropped it at midnight today, technically. So I hope you guys checked it out and enjoyed it. If not, after the stream, of course. Let's chop it up for a while. We had the White House card announced. I did a reaction video to that right after my recap show for UFC 326. So, bro, I've been banging out the content like a sociopath over here. And real consistent, Jay. And I'm happy about it, though. What's up, bro? Yo, Marky Mark. How you doing? Lunch Jay is in the house. Let's go. The only way is up, AJ. Bro, I'm so ready for this card. I'm looking at it, and I'm feeling Lock City parlays left and right. I got a safe city parlay that I already played. I said, fuck it. I have to get it before the odds. And if I change my mind, I can always cash out. I threw a safe city parlay together last not even last night, last like afternoon. I didn't say it on the show, but I threw one together. Hey, what's up, Jared Two Wheels? I'm feeling good, man. Happy to be kicking off on a Monday, chopping it up about the fights with Holloway Oliveira 2 going down. It was good shit. Dana White with the fighter pay and things of that magnitude. We saw John Jones having a meltdown. Things have been pretty interesting over the past 48 hours. If your curse is the reason Villegas loses, I'll never forgive you. If Villegas loses this fight, I'm actually going to probably believe the curse myself, for God's sake. Because it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, bro. It shouldn't happen. No way. AJ, I told you about Steve Garcia in chat last week. Clayton Carpenter the day before. You know, you're the Mystic Mac, Doug, and the White House card being announced at the event before it was announced in the streaming platform thing way before. Doug, I think you just know things more than most people, bro. I think you're just a different savage. That's the truth. Do I have a main event lock? I think Kevin Villegas wins. I think Kevin Villegas finishes. Fight Society said the fight that fell through was most likely to pour Islam. We're hearing rumblings of it, but then we have Dana White shutting that narrative down. I don't know, man. I have like a Dana White take that I may put together in a video of some kind. It's a little bit frustrating to me because I think Dana White is kind of full of shit a lot of the time these days, and that pisses me off. Is a safe city parlay in the plus money? Will it be locked of the week? Problem is, it's minus 113 useless. So if I do lock it, it goes against my rule, but it'll definitely be in the parlay section. I'll tell you what it is. It's Delgado and Orobai. Bro, I got it before the line got too wide because I'm like, yo, I think both of these guys are going to swell. I know Orobai's fighting a heavy-handed Chris Curtis, but it's an old Chris Curtis, dude. And I got it at minus 113. Delgado was 3-1. Orobai was minus 240 at the time of playing it. And then looking towards the card now, Orobai sits at minus 260 and Delgado still minus 300. But I expect it to get a little wider. I expect it to get wider. I know you. I don't normally like to talk about like how much money I put on bets, but I'll just tell you guys because this is the lunchtime crap. I put 225 on it, bro. I was like, fuck it, I have to. I got to throw it out early just for a lock city parlay or a safe city parlay that feels good. But you know, I don't want to put it like for the sake of the show because at the end of the day, the show is what it is. The savage lock city parlay has to be plus money, so I'm looking at a different option as a plus money parlay just because it goes against my rule, man, which is annoying, but you know, I got rules, bro. I got rules. BJ, what's up, El Vato Fishing? Have I watched any BKFC lately? I have not, dude. I have not watched any BKFC lately. You're interested in my Dana take? I think it could be put together in a nice proper video. I won't rush it though. But I'll see maybe after this stream if I can collect some more data for it and then compile something. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Could I pick Gon and Gaethje for the White House? To make sure you guys win, yes. AJ, you're a savage, bro. Damn 225. Listen, bro, I'm pissed off about last week's log, so it's my get back. It is what it is. People complain because they're not all established names on the card, but if we did that, then we never get the new fighters to become established in the next stars. These are perfect spots. I think it's more the Kyle Dawkins Bo Nickel fight that disappoints people. Definitely interested in watching the Dana video. I feel like it'll come together nicely. I have to formulate it first. It's like right now I have the idea, but I need to, I got the rough draft. I need to put it together. Pick the opposite to help the boys out, Jay. Dude, if I miss with Villegas, I swear to God, I might just pick opposite of my actual main event pick for the rest of the year. Can you imagine I sweep every fucking main event for the rest of the year? I pick the opposite of what I'm feeling. So I think Villegas is going to win, so I'm picking Josh Emmett. I think Movzar is going to win, so I'm picking Lerone Murphy. I'm thinking Adesanya is going to win, so I'm going Joe Pyfer. I think that Yuri Prohashka is going to win, so then that means I have to go for Carlos Ulberg. I'll be honest with you, bro. My hit rate may jump substantially. If I would have done that for the past 6, I'd be 6-0. Man, I'm thinking Diego Lopez, but I'm going to go with Alexander Volkanovski. I'm thinking Vinicius Oliveira, but I'm going with Mario Batista because that's going to be right. Dude, I swear to God, for main events, like, if this Villegas one goes down, I'm still going to have to do it for the Movzar fight. I'm still going Movzar. I give it at least to the Movzar fight, but then thereafter, I am sweeping the main event in opposite directions. I like it, dude. Exactly. Better than nothing. It takes talent to sweep the main events, whether winning them all or losing them all. I saw your Balaji pick. That's a good fight and a good dog. Thanks, Useless. I think this Manuel Souza dude's a little overrated. Not a bad fighter. I'm not pushing the narrative that he's trash, but he's not that good. AJ, I understand. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I've never had this many weeks of my research seem off. Peensville, it happens, bro. What I'll tell you is I lost my mind after the 5th loss in a row of the main event. And then this past week, I felt great. I went 8-4 in the card, but I won 8 straight. So I'm like, okay, my reads are good. The Drew Dober pick and the Montez pick, they really made me feel good because they were perfect predictions. Rosas, perfect prediction. And I'm like, okay, I have the vision. Like I'm on point. It's just I've got caught up in some weird main events, and I've decided to lock city parlay with main events. I don't want to say it's ego based, but it's a little bit of me like doubling down, you know? It's a little bit of a double down tactic that I like to do, which I thought about it after. I was like, bro, I probably should have done my Hetcher Souza or my Gregory Rodriguez as the other leg with Rosas, but it is what it is. Bro, you think Steve Garcia J will beat Lopez? What you think, Sav J? Dude, I was thinking the same, which I don't know. Might be crazy, but AJ, you do well. Like I've said many times, it pains me when I see people shit on you. Not one of us can predict fights. We'd all be millionaires. Dude, you know what it is, though? It's just like weirdos talking shit. I really have grown the channel to a point where there are some like envious, strange folks. Like there's this dude in my comments, bro. Holy shit, bro. He comments 5 times a video and goes back into the comments and like keeps commenting. I'm like, he spends all day on his phone, like commenting on my shit. And I just said to him, because he was talking shit about his picks, and I'm like, let me click on his page. He had like a few videos up, like 15 subscribers. And I watched his video. I quickly went through because I'm like, did this guy sweep the card? He picked Charles Oliveira. And I was like, okay, that's a great pick. But he also picked Rob Font. And he also picked Ricky Tercios. So I'm like, dude, you're kind of just spamming underdogs. And like, you can get lucky saying, oh, I'm going under, I'm going under, I'm going under. It's been lately, the main events have been for the dog hunters. You know, at the end of the day, shit happens. You're down 6.5K. I hope you turn up. I'm shambles. That sucks. I'm glad you're up, Braden. You, bro, you fucking just a good sports better overall. How do we got two Souzas on the card? Wait, do we have two Souzas? We have Manuel Souza. Who's the other Souza? We got Pierre Rodriguez. Dude, am I tripping for going Sam Hughes, or you guys see what I'm saying? I feel like she might do a little more damage. I don't like Pierre Rodriguez. I know who you mean. I don't comment lots, but I recently did, and he replied to me. I realized he kept coming back on shit, and you ignore it. Come back and shit on you, so I ignore him. Yeah, he's a fucking moron. The guy's low IQ. The guy's low IQ, bro. Oliveira was the obvious pick. Bro, there's no obvious pick in a fucking elite level main event. You watched Zuffa boxing last night, and the performance was amazing from Pablo Rubio. Rubio's witness, respect, bro. I didn't even watch Zuffa boxing last night. I was like, I just want to chill, man. I spent the whole day doing fucking notes and study for UFC Vegas, and I was up all night. Dude, I didn't go to bed till like 6 a.m. You're thinking of Headshot Souza. I think Headshot Souza's a lock. Low key, bro. Other parlay that I like the Safe City parlay I mentioned with Urabai and Delgado. Dude, I think Headshot Souza and Johnson is a good prelim two-leg. Two locks for the card. I mean, I think Urabai Delgado, I like a lot. Main card. I think Urabai wins, yeah. Asplund, lock of the week. Underdog lock, Asplund. Asplund is the dog that I'm excited for. But I don't know if I'm going to do the underdog lock. I think I'm going to go Lock City Parlay. But I'll definitely hype up Asplund as a favorite underdog. Like last week, it was Cody Garbrandt. And I feel like this week, it's probably him. I also think, though, there's two live dogs on the prelims as well with Balaji Oki is live. Balaji Oki is very live. And then also, I think Sam Hughes could get a close decision, but she might get taken down. It's a 50-50 fight. You think Delgado might lose? I think he's going to handle Philly. I think Delgado's very good. This weekend, Big J will end the main event curse. We've been saying this for the last 5. I think we're going to get it this time, Swerve. If not, bro, holy shit. You love Urabai this week? We're on it, dude. Hey, what's good, Farmer? I'm chilling, bro. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe, Doug. I don't know. He's in the live chat, maybe. But I don't think he's been in the live chat. I think he's more just a commenter. You think Delgado might lose? I don't think so. If Emmett pulls it off, the main event curse might be real, bro. Yeah, that's scary. But you might be right. That'll be insane. I think Villegas should be a lock. You think Netanyahu is cursing my main event picks? I don't think so. The Dawkins fight, too, when you consider where they both are, is the right booking. I think it is, but it's just surprising on the White House. But then again, it's not because Delgado, because Bo Nickel. Delgado's a lock. Yeah, I don't see him losing. I know. Ngannou fighting versus Felipe Lins. Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins is wild. There's some news to talk about for sure. I don't know. I might be able to put together a quick hits news video after this. We could do Ngannou reaction, the Felipe Lins fight, John Jones meltdown. But I do feel like if I kept it focused on Dana White, it might end up getting the most views. Thoughts on Patty versus Max next and Charlie versus Armin 2? Patty Max, yes. Charlie Armin 2, I like that a lot. I feel like I'm feeling like, as crazy as it sounds, I don't know. Charlie's in that fight against Armin. Because Armin Sarukian's only win since then is Dan Hooker. And Dan Hooker can't grapple. Dude, Patty versus Max is fire. Nah, you're right, Doug. You're right. Probably have to send that dude out. He's a weirdo. Joe Poirier? I've never heard of him. You thinking I sweep the card this week? I'm thinking I sweep the card too. Thoughts on the Francis fight? He's getting a nice paycheck, but it's not a legacy fight. It's a dollar signs fight. I thought they'd do the JDS rematch. Of all the guys Francis could be fighting, though, he's fighting a former light heavyweight, Felipe Lins, but I guess he was the fucking PFL or World Series of Fighting champ at one point. Underwhelming. I mean, Ngannou's post-UFC MMA career has been nothing. He wants to box Jake Paul. That's the next thing that he's focused on, I guess. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like the Ngannou fight versus Felipe Lins. How can I put this? How should I put this? It's so irrelevant. It's like if Tom Aspinall fought against Felipe Lins right now. You know, it's the former UFC heavyweight champ versus a guy who never got close to a world title in the UFC. Like Felipe Lins is a tough customer. What's Felipe Lins's current streak? He's got wins. But like, let's not oversell it because he won 4 fights in a row in the UFC. Definitely nice. But they were at light heavyweight. He lost to Tanner Bozier by first round knockout, Nigel Arlovsky. I guess I just look at it from a realistic standpoint. For Francis Ngannou, I mean, this is, you know, the guy who beat Stipe Miocic, Cyril Gane, Junior Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Curtis Blades, Alistair Overeem, and it's Felipe Lins. I would argue the Felipe Lins fight feels smaller than the Henan Ferreira fight. I know. I thought he did have a chance to box Jake, but then he said, no, I don't get it. Best American prospect left? Elijah Smith, who's fighting this weekend, probably. Yeah, Usyk fighting Rico Verhoeven is very cool. Is Umar Sy a lock against Kutelaba? I will pick him to win, and I think there's a chance of the submission being the value, but yeah, he should win. He should win. I just, you know, I can't pick Kutelaba here. Max versus BSD is also sensational. My score on the White House card, bro, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yep, same as you. Wherever you just said at the same time. I'd give us all 8 out of 10, bro. 8 out of 10 card. Really good. Eight out of 10. You still can't get over Holloway? Boy, you got bodied. And then he got his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt after the fight. That was kind of nuts, right? We are locked in, Jay Swerve. You feel like it's a 6 out of 10? Dude, it's still, Topuria and Gaethje is still a badass fight. And Cyril Gane versus Pereira is fucking incredible. And Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia is sicker than sick. So how I look at it, let's not overhate the card. I'm not going to overrate the card. But it's an 8 out of 10 card. You think the BMF belt has lost its aura now? I'm hearing a lot of people talk about that, saying they can bend the belt because it's fallen into a space now where it's not BMF fights. I think we just have to view the BMF differently. The BMF is a genius marketing tool for the UFC to sell non-title fights as championship fights. Simple. That's what it is. It is a marketing tool. I hate to say it, but it is. That's it. The fight that fell off, I don't think it's Islam Ilya, but then again, I don't trust anything Dana says. So maybe it was Islam Ilya was in the works, and then Gaethje getting a call. Islam Ilya might have been it, and Dana just doesn't want to admit that. Or it was Benoit Saint Denis versus like Michael Chandler for something weird. What's it with the picks, G? What's with the picks? I went 8-4 last card. You think Petrino tries to demonstrate his new black belt on Asplin? Definitely, bro. He's gonna look to grapple him. The thing about Petrino is like he's a very good athlete, but he's not a thinking man's fighter. Steven Asplund has a better fight IQ, I feel. And I know that's a crazy take because he's a newbie to the division, but I think he's smarter. I think his hands are definitely more ferocious. He's got better cardio, I would even argue. If he's able to stop some takedowns or at the very least survive on the ground, I truly believe that Asplund could put away Petrino in striking. Like, I think people forget, like, Petrino was still in a close striking fight with Peter Griffin Peterson. He gets lazy sometimes out there. I don't trust it, man. I would much rather pick Asplund, and if I'm wrong, than pick Petrino and Asplund chin him. Like, if Petrino happens to out wrestle him and pull this one off, great for him. But I feel like the hands of Asplund are something to, stay closely watching, right? Because he's a good boxer, bro. He's a good boxer. He's a big dude, 6'5". Like, this is a full-sized heavyweight. You might be like, oh, but Petrino beat a heavyweight last time in Peter Griffin Peterson. Yeah, but he's short. He's a good wrestler, but he's short. Sai Orabai Viejo's parlay, very live, Nashville, Troy. Put a 6-leg, Viejo's Robertson, Delgado, Orabai, Charles Johnson, plus 750. You're an absolute savage for that. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Brundage Lock City was close, bro. Bright Boxer, he definitely gave a hell of a fight. It was way too close for comfort. My God. Yeah, Steve Garcia versus Zio Lopez is sensational. That dynamite chin is definitely something to pay attention to. That dynamite chin. Because Diego could grapple him. That's where he wins the fight. Asplund does throw nonstop punches. And dude, he doesn't get tired. Any gift ideas, chat? So, OG Herb, tell me something that she's mentioned to you. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to get her a gift. Something she said or something that you think she wouldn't buy herself. She won't go out and get it herself, but she'd want it. What's something you think she likes, but she's not going to go buy it, but you can get it for her? Hey, what's up, Brendo? Good to see you, my boy. You had to say it twice, but I had to make you work for it, Brendo. What the hell? Who you like, Yuri or Olberg? I'm going for Yuri. Diego is very Super Mario Brothers vibe with that mustache. Had a parlay that every fight came through besides Luke at start two. $2 stake, 1,700 return. Luke let everybody down, bro. He got chin bad, bro. Chin bad, bad, bad. Yeah, Asplund losing fucking 250 pounds. He feels like a fucking feather out there. She's spoiled already and she likes art and makeup shit. I mean, do you know what's something that she would like? Like, what do you think? Have you noticed that whoever is in the main event is hype loses? Patty lost, Diego lost, Brandon Moreno lost, Max Holloway lost. So you saying that Viejo's is going to lose this one? Maybe you just get I don't know, what's that? Get it like a cool piece of art, bro. You lost 2 subs from your 326 recap video? That's fucking hilarious, Brendo. I'm sorry, dude. Welcome to the game. People are going to be fickle, you know? It's about building a good community. It's not about numbers. Remember this. It's better to have 50 people that really give a fuck than 200 that don't. You know, I think that's the best way to think about your YouTube channel. And even from monetization standpoint, a video that has good watch time is what's getting you paid, not that it just has views, you know? Brady was on the wall for the Max fight. We all ignored the fact Max hadn't been tested by a grappler. I want to punch myself once round 3 started. You know what, certified MMA fan? Yes, bro. But I was in my head. I was like, yeah, but I was thinking the same thing with Strickland, and I was wrong, you know? But 2 fights are not the same. You had a 10-minute crash out on the main event, but it had to be said. Now you're right. Shit is frustrating on occasion. We still work, and you're making it happen, Brenda. This game is a wild one. It's a long game, bro. It's all about good quality content, man. That's it. Drop your takes. Have a good time. You're saying don't fall for the media hyping it up. Choose the wrong winner for main events. So you're saying I'm going Josh Emmett this weekend. That's the right pick. That's what you're telling me. You telling me go for Josh Emmett this weekend to pull it off? Josh Emmett. Yes, I saw this scientist uploading the brain of a fruit fly into a computer, and now it lives freely in its own simulation, which is fucking insane because what is being conscious, right? Like, what is the difference between that fruit fly's brain being uploaded and being conscious in a simulation or in our reality? So the same can be said. What happens if they put a human inside of it? Who's to say that that human is not going to be conscious, even though it's in a fucking computer, which is just crazy, you know? No coincidence. Thank you for 199. White House card promo should be fire. Thank you for the 199. And hell yeah, it should. Man, I'm down so bad this year on picks. Anyone saying who they've been killing it is lying, bro. There's a lot of liars out there. You're right, Herb. You see them in chat, bro. They come in saying they're undefeated. They picked this one. I picked, bro. I picked every underdog. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Bro, Drew Dober's the motherfucking man. That second round knockout too, Hollow Heretic. I think Rahiki wins, but there's other fighters that I rather call locks than him. Even though I just don't think Hardwick is very good. The style Oliveira chose to use worked to get him the win, but that wasn't even close to BMF quality. The longest he stood with Max was 30 seconds. I thought they'd be competitive on the feet. He didn't need to. Path of least resistance. The key in, success of fighting. Path of least resistance, bro. Grapple. Who's KO I like the best? RoboCop or Dobers? I feel like Dobers, but I like both. You made good money this year on Strickland, Kavanaugh, Oliveira. Congratulations being the underdog hunter, bro. The fight was not what you would expect of a BMF fight, but there was always destined to be a dud of a BMF fight, you know, when you really think of it. White House card, worst case scenario, Bo KO'd by Dawkins is a huge one. The White House card falling, of course, would be the one. Can you imagine? Dawkins just chins him at the White House. I think the White House card, worst case scenarios, they're definitely not based upon fighters from America winning or losing because there's a lot of international talent. I like that they put international talent on the card. You know, it's not BMF quality when Daniel Cormier is complaining about how much wrestling there is. Daniel Cormier, he was honest. DC was the only guy that kept it real. DC was the only one, and they pushed back against him hard, bro. They shut him up fast. But I think it was right for him to question. Absolutely. Yeah, Charlie O, bro. Charlie O is a favorite fighter of mine. So I like Max Holloway, but Charlie is a fighter I like more. So like him winning, it's like, well, I got the pick wrong. I was annoyed at that, but like I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Charles Oliveira winning. Like, come on, bro. It's fucking amazing. This guy came from nothing and has become one of the best fighters in UFC lightweight history. So I'm nothing but happy for Charlie O. I thought he looked primed. I thought he looked as good as he's ever looked. I thought he fought smarter than ever. Like it was a master class performance. The BMF title has skewed our reality into what that performance was. That performance was fucking incredible. But the problem is, it's a BMF fight. Could Manuel ragdoll or KO Max? Manuel doesn't bring the grappling option, so Max could do all right there unless he's caught with a bomb. Yeah, it's true. You got to view the fights as 50-50 odds. Perfect example of that is this weekend. Manuel Souza is a minus 265 favorite. Balagioki a plus 225 dog. I don't even understand that. That fight is pick'ems. That fight is a pick'ems fight. Manuel Souza was losing the first 2 rounds clearly on Dana White's Contender Series, and Balagioki has some serious striking skills. I'm picking Balagioki. The Michael Johnson story, I heard about that. I don't believe it, but that is crazy. Hey, it's the bounce back week, MMA fan. Let's go. I don't know when I'm going to stream UFC 5. Maybe an off week, bro. I'm waiting for UFC 6. Like UFC 6, I'll be down to stream. I'm just mad that it wasn't a fun fight. Should have been a banger, but it was lackluster and not worthy of the BMF style of fight we've come to expect. Fair. Dude, the Mason Jones loss, right? He nearly knocked him out. And Mason Jones is a good grappler. Yeah, UFC 5 has milked out. UFC 6, yeah, I'm getting on first day. I'll be streaming it the first day it comes out. Oh, yeah. There's going to be a full UFC 6 stream when the game releases. Absolutely. I'll be buying it the day it comes out. We don't have a release date yet, but I'm sure we'll know. Dana is said to be announcing fights this week. UFC's meeting with Conor McGregor today to discuss the potential return fight this summer. That's sick. Conor McGregor reportedly agreed to fight Prates at the White House. That's interesting to know. That's interesting. Huh. Interesting for sure. Huh. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Huh. Mokaev Armin in a grappling match is crazy. I think Mokaev is due for his first loss here. I think so. This is Lunchtime Live 214. Yes, I'm picking Villegas. Yes. Ripsky J Q&A. I was thinking if I bring back Ripsky's, I would maybe do once a month a Ripsky stream. Was Christian Perez grappling Sosa? Yeah. He dominated him on the ground the first 2 rounds and he gassed. Hey, good morning, Arf. What's up? It's good afternoon for me, but good morning to you. Armin should mog him. I can only imagine how many people tried to tell their buddy who doesn't watch UFC that this fight was going to be badass, and then it was what it was. It's like, oh my god. How's the sobriety age? I took a rip on Friday. Yeah, it would only be numbered events, and it would be like one stream. It won't be during Fight Companions. I don't plan on like getting back on the stoner lifestyle and smoking every day, but sometimes, like on occasion, whenever I feel like it. And I feel like you guys enjoyed the Ripski stream, so I'm thinking like if I did like once a month, I would make like a fun Ripski J stream or something like that. Yes, I'm picking Vallejos. Picking Vallejos. Picking Vallejos. Bryce versus Gene gonna be so entertaining. Can't wait to watch. And grappling. Isn't that a wild one? Maybe Bryce gets his get back, bro. Bryce chokes him out. AJ picking Vallejos means I'm picking Emmett. I said that during the video. I said if you were on the Fade J side, you have the perfect chance to go the other side. Vallejos subbing Josh Emmett? No, I think decision or knockout. Ripski's on the money line for the big show. Dude, me and Finch were too stoned one time on that. Nah. It got too crazy, Hollow. It got too crazy. Hey, you know I can never fade J my Pookie J. Thank you, Brenda. I'm glad you got my back. You rock with my co-main event pick? It should hit. You know, I was going to pick Lemos the first time they were booked because I thought, okay, she's coming right off of a camp where she was preparing for Tatiana. Not a lot of time for Jillian to prepare for the more polished striking. But now I'm like, full camp. And I don't like Lemos pulling out of the last fight. Yeah. I think I have to favor the grappler. And I will say, if Jillian gets to top position, I think Lemos could be cooked. Whereas Tatiana is more of an embrace the grind, lay and pray style. Jillian is a murderer from top position. So I favor that. You're about to take a look at the card. You know, I still pick against you, but I always respect your picks. Of course, Brenda. You got to make your own picks. Yeah, it should be Jillian's time to shine. I can't pick the 38-year-old Amanda Lemos here. I think it's a problem. I think the wrestling, the control, I think Jillian's en route to a win. If I was booking the next BMF fight for Charles, considering you want to bring the BMF belt back in style, who would you book and why? I think if it's for the BMF title, unless they're just looking to do the Arman Sarukian rematch, which is a sensational fight, I kind of see a pathway to do it versus McGregor at 170. I went 8-4, Brenda. I think McGregor at 170. Lemos did do decent against Suarez, but let me just remind you, Suarez not as dangerous from the top position as the side of Jillian Robertson. I think Suarez a bit overrated. And let's think about Suarez, you know, seeing Patchy Mix fall off hard. I think she had a little bit of an overrated run. And I feel like possibility of Lemos getting outworked in a bigger and better way here. What's with all the haters? Dude, they're just shitting on the BMF main event call. That's it. You think Charles made a mockery of the BMF belt with that boring-ass performance? I think it was a great performance, but what we think of the BMF title is not that. But that's the UFC's fault. I saw Patchy. I watched the video. I saw him get KO'd. I would rather just go Jillian, and if Lemos surprises, great. But I don't feel good about it. I think she should be the underdog. And it's not an underdog I want to chase. The underdogs that I prefer to pick would be, you know, heavy hands, Belagioki, or high volume Asplund, or split decision queen, Sam Hughes, you know, in a coin flip fight. I literally flipped a coin, just to tell you guys. I literally flipped a coin for that fight. I was like, all right, if it's heads, I'll go Pierre. If it's tails, I'll go Sam Hughes. I'm like, we're going Sam Hughes. We're going Sam Hughes because I think it is really just that close. Patchy's downfall is the worst of all time. Agreed. Also, chat, let's get the likes up a little bit. I haven't been begging you guys for likes, but the likes are a little low. I know it's a Monday on a Vegas card week, but let's do 30 likes here. We're at the 40-minute mark. I think 30 likes is fair. I will tell you guys, if you want a longer stream from me today, you're going to have to kick the likes up in a big way over the next, 40 or so minutes. So make sure you guys smash the like button if you're enjoying the show. Charles looked good on the feet, for sure. But the reason he looks so good on the feet is because of the grappling. I wish we could put a bounty on Charles. 20K first guy to beat him right now. I mean, listen, him and Armin's crazy. The Oliveira hate is insane. Reminds me that Tom hate undeserved. Respect their opinions, though. I think it's more because of the BMF title. If that was not a BMF fight and that was just a UFC main event, nobody would be hating on it. It would be like, wow, you just mauled Max Holloway. You hate Diego Lopez too. You hope Garcia puts his lights out. If it's striking, Garcia is the most live to change. The worry is Garcia getting grappled. But then again, I think Diego Lopez's grappling's overrated. I know he's a grappling coach, but I don't think he's this amazing MMA grappler. He's more defensively sound. Don Pereira being a pick'em on FanDuel, I think that makes a ton of sense. I think there's paths to victories for both guys. The X factor is Pereira has more power. The BMF fight, it's the baddest motherfucker belt. They want slugfest. Garcia might for real, considering Diego gets hit too much, the chin won't last forever. Decision or KO Garcia. I'm sorry, Diego. I think Garcia could win a decision. Drew Dober, Jalen Turner does not make sense. That might be the fight they're doing next. Drew Dober and Jalen going after it. You're against Oki. You're on Souza going to win. You trust in Souza at that wide of a line? If you're on the betting side, I don't know about that. I feel like how I look at Souza is he's overrated because he knocked out Rufy on the regional scene with his overhand shots. You might have to bring a drink on the show tonight after seeing the White House card. Hey, W Finch, man. I'm excited to chop it up, bro. We're doing a whole segment on the White House card announcement, bro. Yeah, tonight's show should be in depth, bro. We'll do main event talk and we'll run it about the White House card. And Finch, man, your boy took a rip ski on Friday, bro. I finally back to business, Jay. I haven't been smoking since, but I took 2 puffs Friday to allow myself the freedom to whenever I feel like it, take a rip again. But I haven't yet. I haven't smoked since. But I swear to God, my picks are already better. I can feel it, bro. For this week's card, I'm like, oh, I love my picks. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm back. Like, it just feels right. Remember early last week, I was asking you who wins between Nickel and Dawkins. I'm going to pick Nickel, and you did manifest it. Be drunk on stream. Yo, man, fuck it. If all the White House fights were 5-rounders since only 6 fights, at the very least, I think they could run 3 5-rounders since there's only 6. I'm just disappointed that they did O'Malley and Zahabi. And I think Nickel versus Dawkins shouldn't be on there. But Lopez and Steve Garcia is great. The real featured fight of the night should be Lopez and Steve Garcia. You think Poetan and Sugar are a lock for Freedom 250? What do you think of the name Freedom 250? I don't know how I feel about Freedom 250. I'd rather it just be UFC White House. Hey, the rare occasional puff who can hate. Exactly, Finch, man. I feel much better. I was too much on the straight edge side, man. Now I feel this good and normal. Asplin, I think he has a chance with hands against Petrino. The problem is takedowns. Petrino's low volume at times. The Freedom 250 is weird, bro. UFC Freedom 250. It sounds goofy as fuck. It should have just been UFC White House, man. Or UFC Freedom. Yeah, I would just say UFC Freedom. Why don't they just do it? UFC 329 Freedom. UFC Freedom 329. Like, why Freedom 250? Because you're confusing people. Wait, is it UFC 250? It's the 250th event? No. The White House is better. Right. We know it's America's 250th anniversary. Like, I don't know, dog. How old's Trump turning? Trump's turning 80. They could have called it UFC Freedom D Trump 80. DC and Rogan laughing about Freedom 250 on the broadcast. Dude, it's not a good name, Finch. I'm like, what? I'm like, Freedom 250. It's just confusing. It's like we already had UFC 250, man. Yeah, I know. I think UFC Freedom would have been fine. UFC White House or UFC 329 Freedom or Freedom 329. That's fine. Ilya's minus 520 versus Gaethje. Yeah, the KO prop's going to be 2-1 odds. Jeez. Petrino should be training the gi so he can lapel choke. Aspen with that loose skin is crazy. Holy shit. What I got? Allberg or Yuri? Yuri. Who was the main event at UFC 250? I don't know. Top of my head, I have no idea. We'll warm up to it because we'll realize more that it's 250 years and less so much about UFC 250 card. Anyone else shocked Covington is on the White House card? No, I didn't think so. No, please, no, not him and McGregor. Ugh. No. No, please. Lerone, Evloev, quick pick. Evloev. I hope Lerone beats him, but I'll go Evloev. Like, I'd be rooting for Lerone. Francis Ngannou back versus Felipe Lins. Ngannou versus Lins. Colby versus McGregor will go hard. I actually hate the idea of Colby and McGregor. I have no interest in that. Dude, I don't want to see that at all. What, Colby just trying to wrestle fuck him all night? Dude, I would hope McGregor beats Colby. I have no interest in a Colby Covington main event. I would much rather see Connor Diaz 3. Yeah, I think it's a big mistake to do Colby versus McGregor. I think that fight is terrible. I think that fight is not good. I'm not interested in that at all. At all, dude. Seriously. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Please. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. I hope not. The press would be unbelievable. Yeah, it would be fucking Colby trying to talk shit and just stuttering constantly. Imagine the build-up and McGregor probably whoops him. But, bro, McGregor might not whoop him. Presser goes crazy. Fight would be terrible. I don't know. I just worry Colby would beat him, and like I have no interest in Colby winning that fight either. Colby is just so uninteresting to me. Felipe Lins versus Ngannou, bro. That's the fight. Yeah. Felipe Lins is fighting Francis Ngannou at the MVP Rousey Carano fight card. Yeah. Yeah. If Felipe Lins were to shock the world, I'd feel happy for him. I'd feel really happy for him. I'd have a tear in my eye for him. Colby's going to take you to the 7th layer of hair, AJ. He might. Am I a believer in this fight? I am. You think Andre Fili can pull it off against Jose Delgado? No. No, he's going to get whooped. Delgado is a blue chip prospect who just had a great performance in a loss against an absolute savage on the side of Nathaniel Wood, who also beat Andre Fili. I think Philly's in some trouble here. This is a lock for Delgado. He will not lose this fight. Delgado by knockout is very live. Delgado is awesome. Delgado is one of my favorite prospects right now. Such a slick striker. So fucking dangerous. Nathaniel Wood beating him on a competitive decision after he rocked the shit out of Wood early in the fight. Not a bad look. Nathaniel Wood is also like extremely good. If I could switch out one fighter for another on a UFC card, who would it be? For the White House, I'll switch out Gaethje with fucking Islam. Be a Mosquito fight week? Yeah, I think Be a Mosquito probably grapple fucks and wins. Rendon's pretty strong though, but it's just not good. They're really trying to build Mauricio Rufy up, huh? Giving him the Michael Chandler fight at the White House. They're trying to put the Mauricio Rufy hype train on the BMF track. That's exactly what they're doing. He knocks out Michael Chandler. That's 2 wins in a row. He's on the cusp of a BMF title fight. That's what they want. You guys thought Delgado got robbed? I thought Wood got him by a tad bit, but I could see why you thought that. Could have been a draw. Could have been even, to be honest with you. Could have been an even Stevens fight. Finchman sent me a text about Ryan Garcia. That's funny as fuck. Ryan Garcia went off on Charles Oliveira, just like Turkey called out boring boxing fights. I'm going to call this out. No one wants to see that. Casual MMA fans like myself don't want to see what I just had to endure for 25 minutes straight. The UFC is now, who can wrestle the best and control. It's boring. BMF needs to be required to stand and bang. That's it. No, I wouldn't want to do MMA. Some dude breathing down my neck on top of me for 25 minutes. That don't want to actually fight. I'm cool. You'll never see me in the octagon. Sorry. Last thing I'll say, if I was Dana White, I get rid of the BMF title. No need for it anymore. I don't understand it. Feels like some weird random thing. I mean, he is right on it's a weird random thing. It's a marketing tool. It's a marketing tool. Understand that the BMF title is a marketing tool. That's the truth. Having Chandler and Gaethje both slimed on the White House lawn is crazy work. Sean O'Malley will rep America strongly. Okay? Sean O'Malley will rep USA well. Marlon Vera, the most washed bantamweight. I think it's still Cody No Love, even though he won this weekend. You kind of thought Brundage got robbed. I thought he got beaten in a very competitive fashion that could have went either way. Shea bet 10 grand on Holloway. Jesus. Well, sending him good vibes, man. I hope he turns up. I hope he makes some good fucking money in the next couple weeks to cover that shit off so he doesn't feel the pain of it. Hey, do you think the White House card will have lots of spectacle between the fights? Something Dana hates? Yeah. Dana used to hate that, but I don't know. He's changed up. Yeah, I think they're going to do like a long promo shoot for every fight. Trust me, this fight card will be slow. The UFC White House card will be very drawn out. I worry about that. Like, I feel like it's going to end up being a lot of time in between fights. There's going to be a lot of interviews. Donald Trump will be on the broadcast, you know. It'll be more of a spectacle event than a typical UFC card. Hopefully not musical performances, but I will anticipate the U.S. national anthem before the main event. I will strongly anticipate they will be doing a national anthem. UFC rarely does that. I don't think they ever have. Boxing does. I think they will do the national anthem. The Luke Loss killed you, bro. He got fraud checked terribly. Knocked out in the first round by Bellato, bro. He made Potieria look good, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, Luke Fernandez got busted as a prospect badly. Badly. Chat, we're currently at 35 likes. About to hit the hour mark. Let's run it to 40 likes, man. I'm going to set the stream goal. Let's go 75 likes for the Monday show. So we need you guys to pump the algo a bit for me. Hit the like, show some love on the Monday J show. The chill vibes Monday hangout stream, bro. Lucky punch, bro. It was like a 1-inch punch. Boom. Done. I think Izzy can beat Body Bags if he stops the takedown. I'm sure they'll do DraftKings Fantasy for the White House card. Max went out sad, bro. He got fucking bodied. It's going to be the most America-themed card of all time. Very America-themed. I might have to get like America-themed sunglasses and America-themed American flag shirt. Might have to go all out. When they sing the national anthem, I'll stand and rise for the national anthem. Or at the very least, I'll put my hand on the heart and put some respect on it. Izzy can definitely give him problems if he controls the pace. I like Adesanya's chances, bro. I like Adesanya's chances. Charles Oliveira is a fucking bad man. You know, I think Su Young Yu is about to show levels with his hands in this upcoming fight again. Show Su Young Yu. He's going to get levels shown, I mean, by EJ Smith, bro. Elijah Smith, come on. Elijah Smith should show him levels, bro. On him, EJ Smith. He's not a junior, but he feels like a junior. Is he Elijah? Is Elijah Smith Jr. or am I tripping? That's Gilbert Smith. Nah. U.S. flag onesie. Low-key, that might be the vibe. Max had great sub defense, bro. He survived, but he got destroyed. He got absolutely fucking mollywopped. How about Houdini, bro? Houdini's only chance is getting into the ground. Piper has a problem with leg kicks. I think Izzy beats him. Bro, I think Izzy can style on him too. People are overrating Izzy's downfall a little bit. Oh my God. Dye the mustache and beard red, white, and blue. Fuck, that look crazy. No. I cannot do that. That would look fucking hilarious though. I could do honestly, maybe I'll get that spray color. I put red mustache. I put a white stripe down the center of my beard and blue here. USA, USA. Thing is, I don't want it to be like permanent color. I want it to be that like temp color, you know? Something chill. Hey, chat, I'm gonna offer you guys something. If you guys want me to go for an hour 45 minutes on the stream, by the hour 30-minute mark, I want to get 70 likes up in here. We're 30 away. We're 30 minutes away from that, and we're 30 likes away from that. So make sure you guys smash the likes. And, you know, as you start smashing the likes, the YouTube algorithm will start backing me up. Dude, I ain't doing the face paint. Fuck no. It should be uncomfortable for hours. He's sitting here fucking skin breaking out and shit. Oh, I think O'Malley is going to walk out to the Proud to Be American song. At the White House, he definitely will. He'll definitely walk out to that at the White House card. I'd almost guarantee it. Seriously, I'd almost guarantee it. I feel like the White House card promos will be so America themed, man. Fight that fell through Hamzat Strickland? Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Chat, what's more American, burgers or hot dogs at the cookout? I feel like hot dogs, bro. You feel like burgers? I don't know. I feel like hot dogs. Burgers too. They both are close, but come on, bro. Those hot dog stands all around, some American shit. Main event ends with the American getting sent to the Shadow Realm. You know, hopefully Gaethje can at the very least put up a competitive fight. What time come the bets, MMA experts? So Moneyline tonight, me and Finchman are going to do our show, and we're going to talk about all things UFC Vegas, and also we'll recap last card, and we'll talk the White House. And then I'll be doing this week's best MMA bets, probably usual Wednesday. Tomorrow will be a very stream heavy day. Dana said there's going to be some announcements. Yeah, exactly. Dana said it's going to be the best card ever. I don't think it is. UFC 322, you think was better? Let me check the 322 lineup. I think it's a very cool card. Jack Della Islam, Valentina Weili, Brady Morales, Leon Prates, Benil Benoit. There was definitely more like depth to the card. Bo Nickel, Adolfo Vieira seems about the same level. Bro, Gregor Rodriguez, Kopylov. I just think the problem with the White House card is the fact that you have a squash match with Mauricio Rufy and Michael Chandler. You have Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins, unranked fight. You have Sean O'Malley versus Eamon Zahabi, which it's like America versus Canada, but they could have had two of the best American bantamweights in the world in Sandhagen and O'Malley fight each other instead, which is just bigger in a 5-round spectacle. Main and co-main event are fine. There's no complaints about that. And Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia is great. I'm hoping we get a big news J week too. I hope so, Hollow Heretic. I mean, we have some solid news right now. I just have to see how to formulate it. And you guys can let me know in the live chat. I'll throw a poll out to you guys and you can tell me which would you prefer. Um, all right. Let's see. Um, you guys can let me know in the comments or in the live chat. I'm Canadian and I'd rather not see one of our best fighters get destroyed by O'Malley. And he is going to get destroyed by O'Malley. Top 6 fights on 322 are low-key better than the White House. Ilya Gaethje, Sugar Zahabi, Rufy Chandler all won't be close. Whereas every fight other than BSD Dariush was a very close fight to predict. Agreed. There's a lot of like lopsided matchups. A lot of lopsided shit. The multi-theme video, there'll still be chapters. Even if it's a Dana White lies, there'll still be chapters. It's gonna be that's gonna be the preface of the video, but it'll be still relating to other things. What did Dana White lie about? A couple of things recently. UFC fighter pay issues. He's a hypocrite on that. Um, him with the John Jones scenario, claiming there was no negotiation, but also saying that they were talking to John Jones. Charles Connor, International Fight Week banger. I think that's the direction they might go. You think a three-piece news video where we touch on the Francis fight, Jones meltdown, Ariel's recent revelations about the White House would be cool? Okay. I appreciate that, Swerve. Listen, I'm asking you guys. I'm asking you guys. I appreciate that. Just has to be a reasonably good card. The actual attraction is the White House itself with a sphere saying the card is still up there. Fair point, Fight Milk. It's gonna sell itself, right? They don't need to make it the best card ever because it sells itself. You're right. That's not necessarily what we want, though. We want something better. You don't think it's lies, but more how he phrases things. The John thing, he had final say on fights and always said it's a no-go. Matchmaker spoke to him, but not Dana, so I can see where it gets skewed. That's fair. Dana said no, but the matchmakers were in talks. Listen, I think Swerve, you might be onto it with doing it like that, but I'll blend in some Dana stuff. Hey, what's good, Pick'em? UFC offering the GOAT the same amount of money as Conor Ben is a joke. They're making so much money and can't even afford to pay John 30 million when he's really worth 50. You're on to it, bro. Dana's claiming fighter pay is going to go up. And he's like, oh, all fighters should be happy. But come on. Yeah. Oh, it's good. All fighters getting paid is good. It's like, it's not the same thing. This is boxing and MMA. It's like saying UFC fighters should be happy for another sport making money over them. You did believe in Palazzo Pick'em. I got mad respect for you on that pick, dude. Just how good is Petrino really? I'm scared for Asplin. I think Asplin can survive the storm, but we'll see. We'll see. 326 with shit entertainment wise. Outside of the absolutely sensational performances from RoboCop, Dober, it was definitely not a great card. Holloway versus Patty is the fight to make. I'm so interested in that. You think Asplund is bad? Am I tripping picking Asplund, you think? Bro, I feel like Petrino's just dumb. I know Asplund there's no ground game, but what if he can survive? What if he got just enough better and Petrino gasses and gets low volume and Asplund lands some shots? You think Petrino going to take his ass down and sub him? It could happen. If a genie granted me 3 wishes, one of them would be Eddie Hearn, Turkey, Ali Sheik, and Netflix to all partner up, try to rival the UFC with an MMA promotion so it feels, the UFC feels pressure. The UFC doesn't have any pressure now. You're right. So they can kind of just vibe. I do want to see the titty celebration, bro. Did you see the video? I did it in the video. Holloway versus Patty is great because Patty's not getting a sub. Volves couldn't. Max will be piecing him up. Patty also come off a loss. Going to be a demon. Patty off the L. He's going to look to grapple. It's a good fight. It's such a good fight. It's a competitive fight, bro. A hard fight to pick. It's a damn hard fight to pick. It's a damn hard fight to pick, bro. You don't think Jones is worth 50 million? Dude, he makes the White House card that much bigger, though. If it was Pereira versus Jones in the main event, that's massive shit. Patty's MMA wrestling compared to Charles' MMA wrestling is like comparing a 1992 Civic to a Bugatti. Bingo. I mean, Patty's bigger than Max, but he's going to lay and pray. Bet, pick him. When you going to have your video out, bro? How your videos been doing lately, bro? I haven't checked in on your channel with you, like in a convo. You did 1 bet for every fight, 326 predictions, guaranteed lock from Mexico City. Hey, the Strickler Hernandez vid did good. I think you got to just bring old school pick 'em back, bro. The same way you used to do it, bro. You ain't got to change nothing. Full card prediction and bets. That's it. Keep it old school, bro. The old school pick 'em breakdown. Doing it how you always did. Guaranteed lock was Quinones fight ends by KO, and then he goes out and wins a fucking decision. Jesus. Yeah, Asplund is cardio and volume. But you're right. The takedown defense sus. The power not crazy. You're right. I think I'd rather pick Asplund though. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hoping for Patty and Connor International Fight Week, both coming off L's. That could be a sensational matchup. But at 170 though. What up, pimp? Happy Monday. Hey, bro. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday, bro. Hey, we're at 47. Let's get 50 likes up in here live, man. We're about at the hour 15 minute. Let's go 50. 2 locks for this upcoming card. Wait and find out. Hey, I respect that pick 'em. Make your pick and ride with it, bro. You got to be willing to fucking put your nuts on the table. Your parlay hit, W we game all night. Good shit, bro. Plus 31,500. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. What was it? What was the whole lineup? Just went for a run and slip. Damn, pick 'em. Slippery pick 'em, bro. Plus 3,500. Oh, it's still great. I was like plus 31,000. Holy shit. I was like, damn, we game all night. Emmett sneaky pick, or does he get shit on? If you believe in my main event curse, then just pick Emmett because I'm going Villegas confidently. Yeah, you'll be back picking, bro. Sometimes picks go sideways. You got to keep on keeping on, bro. Keep on swinging. Keep on making the content, bro. You have great picks. You have bad picks. Part of the game. Max lost me a band. I'm tweaking, gang. I'm sorry, dog. You don't see how I lose on this one? I agree, bro. I think I'll be back for the main event picks. I think I'll be back in a big way. I think I'm back in a big way this weekend for the main events. I mean, my other picks have been good. I've been actually hitting some really fucking nice picks, but just the main event picks the only thing. Hit a good value money line. I hit two good underdogs. Emmett main event in 2026 is crazy work. Can you imagine Emmett win in a main event in 2026? What the fuck? Bro, if Emmett goes out there and works Villegas, I am going to be emotionally compromised for a while. Hey, we hit next week. Let's go. We game all night. Hey, Swerve. The clip of Ariel Hawani, if you want, bro, link me that in chat and I'll have it in another tab. So hopefully timing works out that I can quickly cook up that video, bro. Just like a 20-minute banger, bro. I already got the thumbnail in my head. You bring back CBD line, AJ. I become a member today. Official Big Play Nate. So I'll tell you guys, man. I'll tell the Monday crew. I do have a plan to like lightly reintroduce it. I'm thinking maybe once a month I start a new series, the Ripsky J Q&A. So it'll be Wednesdays at 9 o'clock before the big cards, not average cards, before big cards. I would do a Ripsky J Q&A. Take a couple puffs at like 50 likes. So the likes gonna move quick. We'll get into it. We'll talk. It'll be like more of a wild Q&A. The usual version, but it'll bring the Ripsky lifestyle back. And it'll leave something to be excited about. Not on every stream. It would just be like once a month, maybe twice a month. But it'll bring back the old era vibe, but only on occasion. So which I think that'll draw a lot of eyes though, because people are not gonna want to miss Ripsky J Q&A. And I feel like that could be cool. It'll make it more special too, not like it's an every stream thing. And I feel like that would be a fun show. His only chance is the fluke KO pick him. I agree. You go Vios minus 5.5 spread with Hughes Rodriguez over 2.5 lock. If Bo gets KO'd at the White House, bro, holy shit. UFC White House down bad. Not the White House card a lot of us expected, that's for sure. Alex always saves the day, bro. Poeton's the man. You picking Dawkins, pick him? You're a savage. You're a savage, bro. You're a certified animal. Bogan, a lot of hype for beating Vieira, who can't strike for shit. True. Or can he take down Dawkins? You're right. He did lose a striking match to fucking Petrosky. Thing is, you could see Max getting the underhooks fast, but Oliveira just bear hugged him and it was over. He was too strong. Bro, Hockett Blades is an insane jump. It's them looking to build Hockett fast, bro. They want to find out right away if they got something. Because they need that heavyweight. They need someone that's going to move the needle a little bit. Dude, the Garcia and Lopez fight is sick. I think Lopez should grapple, bro. I feel like Garcia gets him with hands. I feel like Garcia can touch him with punches for sure. Good power on his shots. Clean strikes getting through the guard. Dude, Gable Steveson, I thought he was going to debut at the White House. Maybe they'll add another fight to the card. Hopefully. I want 7 fights, dude. What the hell? I want 8. You're right. Dawkins does have a little tighter boxing and a nasty Darce. He might be the underdog to go for on the White House card. I really think between dogs is like him and Steve Garcia. I think Toporia's a lock. O'Malley's a lock. I think Pereira's very live to win. I think Rufy's a lock. I think like Rufy, O'Malley, Topuria, 3-leg parlay, low-key hits. I know. Why can't they run a full card? Too much money, I guess. But I think they should have 8 fights instead of 6. Hockett versus Acosta at the White House. If they can both get out of their respective fights with little to no damage. I don't think it's likely, dude. 327, 328, too quick of a turnaround. Garcia has been looking good, man. Diego does have the Volk experience, true. Leroy Duncan, I think he shows out next card. Garcia decision over Lopez. Bro, I can see it being a decision. Competitive fight. He outstrikes him a bit. Maybe Lopez hits a takedown, but doesn't do a lot. You hate how much UFC blows Bo Nickel? Bro, they love Bo Nickel. Chat, we're at 52 likes. I need the likes to move fast, bro. 70 likes in the next 10 minutes so I can extend the stream a little longer. But if not, in and out, Jay, on a Monday. There's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure you guys smash the likes, though. With how much Dana said this was going to cost, I'm not surprised only giving 6 fights. Yeah, because they're going to be in the negative for this card. Melchizedek needs that Garcia rematch soon. Maybe winner if he gets lucky and gets pushed. I just don't think they'll give Melky Garcia yet. I don't see it. I don't see them rushing him to that. Gable either going to be a beast or a bow number 2. I could see him being a bow number 2. Rosas 16 takedowns goes hard as fuck, dude. Rosas is like the Marab of this shit. Rosas is going to do well. He's going to annoy the shit out of people. I think he beats David Martinez right now. I think he out wrestles him too. I think he beats fucking Figueiredo right now. You know who I think he runs into trouble with? Mario. Mario's a tough matchup. You're curious to see how they manage the production at the White House? I think it'll be different than the normal UFC cards. If the UFC likes Nichols so much, why do you think they're giving him someone as dangerous as Dawkins? Do you think they want Dawkins to beat him and gain hype off of him? I think they got to put him to the test, bro. You can't just give him a fucking gimme fight, you know? Can't just give him like Petrosky. They got to throw a matchup to him that's actually worth something, you know? They got to give him a matchup that's worth something, especially on the White House card. UFC needs to quit marketing Captain Deformed Face. He can't even talk. Bro, he's up and coming star. What are you talking about? Up and coming star, man. McGregor talking his shit to Oliveira, dog. DC on max on top. He should stall. He should have elbowed at all. Open the targets. Payback. Stall. Fuck off. Shockingly bad fight. I'm shocked. Charles a little Charlie. Very bad. Charles very bad. Hang your head bad. Good luck. Don't crown that belt. He's keeping it a buck, man. McGregor is selling himself into that fight. Selling himself into that fight in a big way. He's trying to make it happen. You know who's looking crazy? Lerone Murphy. He looks jacked. Shit. Even Oliveira's dad didn't want to give the BMF belt for that performance. Holy shit. Yeah, Zahabi is getting sacrificed at the White House. Even Charles showing levels was crazy to me. I didn't think he could wrestle like that for 5 rounds without slowing down. Max does look like he's slowing down now. Max was on fire in a big way. Even against fucking Taporia, he looked better. Evloev is kind of a grapple fuck type of fighter, yeah. Are we at the goalpost of likes? 56 likes? Listen, bro, we need at least 60 likes up here. What are we doing? I'll even be generous, bro. I'll extend the stream if we get 65. 65 by an hour 30. I'll be generous. I don't want to push too hard. The goal is to close out the stream with 75 likes. Venata versus Darius Flowers, bro. I thought Venata was retired, dude. Would split decision over Kita wouldn't be a crazy outcome. Bro, Taporia's grappling low key more savage than we thought. Garcia versus Lopez, unstoppable force versus immovable object. Garcia better head movement in boxing, but Lopez better chin in jiu-jitsu. Power equal, and Garcia good scrambles. Tough fight to pick. It's a dog fight. Who was your pick for 326? Main event pick? I went Holloway and I was wrong. But I had every other pick on the main card. 4-1 on the main card. I was still pretty happy with the main card performance. Charles was so strong, bro. Freakishly strong. I don't know how Flower's still in the UFC, bro. Yeah. Lando versus T. Ferg was a sick fight back in the day. That was cool shit. Gone plus Garcia live, doggy play. Doggy play, bro. You're attacking underdogs like a monsoon, bro. Kyle's not that guy. He's decent, but I don't see him beating, Duplessis. The main thing with Ilya ending up on top and controlling Charlie O a little bit's impressive, though. Looking at how that shit went down. I noticed that Charles said he's bringing the whole family out for this one, and Max didn't bring his son. I think that's it, bro. Max's son not being there cost him the fight. Fight's better when his son's there, I think. I'll let you guys convince me on Holloway. You got to trust your instincts, Mr. KZ. Trust yourself, bro. Don't just listen to chat. Trust yourself, KZ. You got to just trust your reads and ride, bro. Win, lose, or draw. Who gives a fuck? People are always going to tell you the other side. Michael Johnson pick all over the place from people, but I said, nah, I'm going Dober. Bruno Ferreira pick all over the place. I said, nah, I'm going RoboCop. Long Shao is a dum-dum. A big dum-dum. Low IQ Long Shao. Long Shao a dummy, bro. You think Strickland was the easiest dog pick of the year? Bro, I really thought Hernandez would be able to take his ass down. Wasn't easy for me, my boy. Ever since you almost swept the car besides a pick flip, I've gone on your own intuition. Good shit. Even Tumen Dumbrella fraud, he was a letdown. He still won, but it wasn't good. I think Vegas 114 is a better card than 326 entertainment wise. You wrote that down, KZ. I don't see what is preventing Oliveira from getting a body lock, picking Max up, putting him on the ground, and hopping on a rear naked choke. choking him out. Bro, you should have trusted yourself. My Vegas 114 picks, I got them up on the channel now. You got a specific one you want? The video got posted last night, bro. I was worried, bro. You saw that, Rangy. All the pros were picking Max, bro. I was like, damn. I said it early in the stream. You picked up on that. I was like, fuck, bro. Everybody's just picking Max. Now, when I see all the pros picking Max, I'm like, ooh, my guy, we might be in trouble now, bro. Sai Kutelaba, Sai beats him. Either decision or I think a submission. I think submission is live. Umar C's a good grappler, big dude, strong. Kutelaba, he's mediocre. Aspel and Pereira picked Oliveira. Bad motherfuckers, bro. Bad motherfuckers. BMFs. Ronda Rousey just shit on the UFC. Ngannou versus Lins joins Rousey Carano on Netflix. How's that for a BMF Latin double headliner? That's what happens when you put fighters and fans ahead of shareholders. Most valuable promotions. PS, UFC's White House card sucks. Ronda Rousey is a bitter woman. She's fighting Gina Carano, who's 60 years old. And Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins is by no means an elite level fight. Melky Kawa, thankfully, gave some info. He said, Wednesday, I got asked, would you guys want to do this or what? And we said, absolutely. He gave us a number and we said, absolutely not. And we didn't hear anything. Whether it was the White House card International Fight Week or it's next week, it doesn't matter. More about getting the numbers. And when the numbers came in, it was like, all right. It was more like, if this fight could happen, here's the numbers that you guys are down for. And we're like, not those numbers. There's no fight. Okay. The pay wasn't enough. You have a weird feeling about Su Young Yu? Think he's going to win? I just think Sue doesn't do anything that like impresses me the way that he throws at all. I think Elisha looks good. Tom signed with Hearn because he knows Dana won't deal with Hearn. He'll get his release to box. But he's still gonna do at least 2 more UFC fights. He got 2 left. You think Sai's fraudulent? Yeah, but it's Kutelaba. It's not Sai versus fucking Jacoby or something like that. Kutelaba is pretty mid. The thing is, like, I think Kutelaba is just not very good, bro. I think Sai is better than Kutelaba, better than Bukowskis. I think like Sai would lose to some of the top 15 guys, most of them, but Kutelaba's really not that good, bro. I mean, Ivan Urslan decision, like close fight too. I don't know. I don't rate Kutelaba. And I think that Umar Sai I don't necessarily rate either, but I think Umar Sai should beat him. Felipe Lins, because he's on a 4-fight win streak and he's available. They don't have Vadim Nemkov, you know? They're not going to do the Junior Dos Santos rematch. The Jailton Almeida fight's not there. It is what it is. Is Max Holloway getting ragdoll by the grapplers like BSD, Gamrot, and Armin, or did Charles just have the perfect combination? Armin will out grapple him. Gamrot and him, more likely, I think Max could do okay. BSD and him, I think that's actually a wild fight. Benoit Saint Denis could definitely take Holloway down. But can he finish him? Does he dominate him like Oliveira does? BSD is a tough fight for Holloway, bro. If that Holloway that I saw fighting BSD, I worry. I think Patty's the better fight. But I definitely pick Arman to beat him. I think Arman would be a 4-1 favorite now. Sam Hughes versus Rodriguez might be a banger. I think it definitely will be. I feel like RoboCop and Fur is a coin flip every time. Perfect punch from RoboCop. Fight over. RoboCop has gotten better, bro. And he looked huge in the octagon. He looked like a fucking heavyweight, dude. He looked like a fucking heavyweight out there. Charles's wrestling has really fucking dialed in. Yeah. Charles looks great. Charles Oliveira and Arman Sarukian is still a close-ass fight. I'm not convinced that Arman handles him. Chat, we're at 61 likes. Let's get 65 up in here. I want 70 likes. That's the stream goal. So RoboCop just off strength of schedule, and it paid off, dude. RoboCop or Fluffy? Depends on the cardio. You got to worry about Fluffy's body, too. I feel like RoboCop could punch him in the gut and put him down. I don't know. I think that RoboCop versus the Ritter is a good fight, though. I think RoboCop can knock the Ritter's ass out. Like, I really think RoboCop's power is live to put away the Ritter if they fight. He looked like Obama if he went the MMA road. Petrino and Asplin is a fun one. Dude, I'm going to believe that Asplin can get him. Also, Petrino had like a broken hand for a little while. Once we get him 70 likes, it's going to be like, I want 80 likes. Am I not allowed to ask for likes on my stream? Do you run this show, David Madge, or do I, bro? RoboCop's a nightmare matchup for RDR. I agree, dude. I would like to see it. I need RDR sacrificed. Patty BSD, wild ass fight. Go to post workout meal, like some ground chicken, sweet potato. That's if you're trying to get lean, bro. I've been losing weight, bro. Down 20 pounds. RDR did go from 100 to 0 over this past year. You know, he has some great wins, but his level just got kind of exposed in his past two. And Bahio's a point hitter, bro. He's a point sniper. Patty's comeback fight, it would be kind of cool if it was Max Holloway. But I could see it being Benoit. And I like that fight too. France versus the fucking UK. You only gain like 20 pounds a year. I mean, gaining 20 pounds a year is a lot, bro. It's in 10 years, that's 200 pounds, you know? We're seeing Oki was a live dog. Remember, he's a little chinny and prone to gas. Sosa pushes the pace. I think Bruno's more live versus Johnson. Okay. I mean, I can see why you think Bruno could be more live. I like Johnson's style. Bro, genuinely though, I just think about this simple fact when it comes to fucking Oki. He's got heavy hands, and he's fighting a guy that's got no UFC fights. Kyle Bahio is a cage grabber. People don't like the stream if you don't ask. You got to ask, bro. Yeah. Roofy in the weight class, top 10. For sure, top 10. Top 10 Savage. What year do you think Bo fights for the title? I'm not convinced he does fight for the title. I know Johnson does beat the prospect and lose to veterans, but like this is a level of veteran he should beat. I am picking Oki. I don't know. I just don't trust in Manuel Souza. He was losing the first 2 rounds when he fought against Perez on Contender Series. Could he pull it off? Yes, maybe he does, but I'm going Oki. Oki doesn't have the best fight IQ too. The thing is, Oki's never been chinned. And it's not like he's dealing with a savage grappler. I got doubts about Manuel Souza until proven otherwise. Let's see. Asplund. No, Oki's not that high level of grappling. He's a good boxer. Let's see if Manuel Souza is really that fucking prospect to watch. The odds are crazy, bro. I feel like it's a pick'em's fight. Like you, Pick'em, man. I thought it was a pick'em's fight. But that shit was even Stevens, but no. Wide line. Hey, W useless, working and lurking. I love to see it, bro. A little Monday Savage show. Listen, the big show is tonight. This is just a chill Q&A to start things off right for the week. Not saying you, AJ, but YouTube predictors always try to seem overly smart with their picks, and it fucks them most of the time. Fair. Oh. Feel like I just try to be pretty honest. I see it as I see it. Some fights are 50-50, and I'll always admit it. But you got to make a pick, you know? Listen, guys, I am going to get up out of here. I will be live in 6 hours from Moneyline with the Finch. So make sure you guys hit the likes for the Monday show. Subscribe, a little chill Q&A for an hour, 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be going live a lot throughout this week, and I'll have a lot of content out. So keep it locked in with your boy. And I like Anders too, pick him. I like Anders too. He got more power. Thank you guys for watching, yo. Love you, savages. See you guys in a little bit, all right? Peace out. See ya.